Hello everyone, my name is Ichabod. Normally I'm not big on internet drama or community conflicts, that sort of thing. It's not that I think it's beneath me, it's just that I don't find it very interesting. Guilt by association has been a widespread issue on the internet for a long time. Simply associating with one person or another can lead you to being attacked as someone just as bad, even when knowledge of a particular incident is unknown as soon as hours before the condemnation. If you've associated with them before, you are, in effect, guilty. But on to my point. For the past couple of months, I've been spending time in a Discord group called The Top of the Barrel. Apparently, it's grown a somewhat infamous reputation within smaller communities as a group of bullies and internet harassers. I don't approve of any form of legitimate bullying or attacking without cause. But here's where I find myself at a bit of an impasse, where not only am I not sure they are actually bullying anyone, but in the reverse, that they've been unjustly smeared by a group of people whose behavior has led to legitimate criticism, giving them every reason not to be believed. Starting with one who has seemed to be the most prominent of them all, Vita. Through my interactions with Vita, though limited as they may have been, the young man's clearly not as bad as I've been led to believe. Indifferent, perhaps, even occasionally apathetic to the suffering of those who have received criticism from the community. I've seen where he actually goes after someone, and there have been legitimate reasons and just cause for him to do so. Rather than a man randomly attacking people simply because of petty disagreements, he seems to find out certain things and then begin his attack, in some cases, serious accusations, some that have been leveled against him. One of the claims that I had heard was a man named Toon Critic. Toon Critic had been role playing with girls under the age of 18, minors, in some cases as young as 14 years old. And Vita brought this to light. Once he brought this to light, it seemed as if people were accusing Vita of doxing him, of attacking him for no reason, making a problem where there really wasn't one. But as time passed on, more and more people became not so much aware as willing to point out that this behavior had been going on for so long. Thankfully now, Toon Critic has received the just desserts of his behaviors. He's gotten basically cast out of a community that should have done so long ago. And the people that considered him their friend made videos about the situation in a way that doesn't sit well with me. The way they did it, it was like they were distancing rather than actually doing something about it. And that in itself isn't a bad thing, but more harsh action should have been taken, especially with the allegations of groping and the allegations of actual molestation. Both of these cases, more or less, are unproven. Vita, however, is one of those people that he goes for what he believes in, and you cannot, by any means, hold him against that. He has a set of principles and he has a set of morals, and he applies them to not only himself but those around him, and that's a respectable quality and a respectable feature. The next person we're going to talk about is Leo. Leo Convoy, the Thundercats guy, if you don't know him nearly as well. While he is a serious individual, most of the time Leo isn't the looming demon that he's been made out to be. On more than one occasion, on people who have been told that they need to have a conversation with Leo, they've had this paranoia, this fear. And while Leo's reputation isn't exactly glowing, he hasn't outright doxed anybody. He hasn't put out the information in public. He did, however, call someone's parents. Now, in most situations, I'd say it's fucked up to call somebody's parents. But in the particular situation that it had been, it was warranted and justified for him to do so. At worst, Leo is aggressive when challenged on something, especially when he has legitimate knowledge of it. And as a human being, Leo certainly earned my respect because he understands that there's two levels of going hard and coming to an understanding. If somebody can actually have their mind opened enough to be able to listen to Leo talk, they're more than likely going to feel bad about what they were going off on him about. Regardless, that's really all I can say about Leo. The examples these two names have heard spoken in cryptic whispers and shadowy conversations hushed beyond all belief, when references to the barrel have been made, lead me to believe that the claims of this behavior and the conspiracies to ruin people for meaningless disagreements have come as not only false but misleading to a point that I can't even justify taking them seriously. One of the most important ideals I've held as valuable is always verify for yourself. You can't take secondhand information and then do no further work and simply take that claim as golden. If you think that they're monsters, the Barrel, Leo, Vita, try talking to them. You're more likely to find a group of jovial people who will make jokes with you and even sometimes new friends than you are to find a shadow council of brony CIA agents with the Illuminati all-seeing eye tattooed to their ass. You've got to sit back and think the idea that I am not here to make a judgment. I'm just here for the facts. And if you get all the facts, the Barrel's a great place to be. The people are nice. And you're not likely going to end up on some sort of, ooh, Crout and Tea docs list. Anyway, my name was Ichabod. I've got raccoon shit to do, and I'll see you guys next time. Trust, but verify.